I certainly appreciate the tremendous interest that's been expressed in the tax credit for purchasers of a home in the United States of America that I proposed originally in January of 2008, was adopted in mid-year of 2008 as really just a tax-free loan to first-time home buyers. We perfected it to an extent last November by making it an $8,000 tax credit available to first-time home buyers with combined incomes of less than $150,000. That program has been successful at the lower end of the market and the entry level. It's estimated almost 350,000 sales have taken place. And quite frankly, as depressed as the housing market is, without that tax credit, I hate to think what market prices and values would be like. I'm working very hard as we approach the expiration date of November 30th, 2009, to extend the tax credit to the end of June of next year. We're getting ready to enter the winter market, which is seasonally always the worst market for housing sales anyway. When you combine that with unemployment and values declining, there is no real motivation to help build our housing market back. And until we do, we're not going to bring our economy back. I'm pleased to be working with a number of Democrats and Republicans in the Senate, working towards the deadline date of November 30th to ensure an extension and hopefully a broadening of eligibility for the credit. The United States of America's economy is always strong, but it's always at its strongest when we have a vibrant housing market. In my years in that business, I went through 4 housing recessions: 1968, 1974, 1981, and 1990 and 91. All of them were difficult, but this one now is the worst. And each and every recovery that finally came when purchasers of single-family homes returned back to the marketplace. We don't just have a first-time home buyer problem, we have a move-up market problem as well. That's why I'd like to move to expand it and extend it, but terminate it June 30th of next year. You cannot always have a credit for the purchase, but at times when you need to bring the market back, it makes a lot of sense. Now, there are a lot of people that ask the question, well, how do you pay for this? How much does it cost? Well, it'll cost, depending on the final amount of the credit, somewhere between $22 and $32 billion. That's a lot of money. But it's less than 4% of the stimulus of $787 billion that was passed in February of this year. It's less than the $3 trillion the Federal Reserve has put into the banking system, into AIG, and to many people to stabilize our economy. And there are lots of places we can find to pay for us, and we'll pay for every dime of it. Remember this: a vibrant returned housing market will bring back a vibrant returned American economy. It's been estimated by some economists that the tax credit would generate, when you take away the means test and offer it to all who buy a home for their principal residence, will generate 700,000 sales and 600,000 jobs in the United States. I certainly hope so. We owe our country and our economy no better, and I appreciate your interest in America's housing program and the United States of America.